Once upon a time, in a vast and sparkly part of the sky, there lived a gigantic planet named Jupiter. Jupiter was the biggest of all the planets in the solar system and had many fascinating features and friends. Jupiter, quite remarkable. Jupiter was so big that if Earth was a little beach ball, Jupiter would be like one of those enormous exercise balls you bounce on at the gym. It was about 11 times wider than Earth and had a powerful mass, weighing 318 times more than our tiny blue planet. Jupiter's body was mostly made of gases, almost like a fluffy cloud. It was full of hydrogen and helium, just like the sun. But don't let that fool you. Jupiter was quite different from a cuddly cloud. Surrounding this enormous planet were 95 lovely moons that twirled around like excited dancers. His four biggest and best friends were the Galilean moons: Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. Io looked like a cheesy pizza with its volcanoes. Europa had a salty, icy shell with mysteries underneath. Ganymede was the biggest of all the moons, even bigger than Mercury, and Callisto wore its craters like badges of honor. Jupiter was also proud of his elegant set of rings. Although not as flashy as Saturn's, these rings twinkled with dust and were a thing of beauty. The atmosphere swirled in colorful bands across his surface. It is created because the strong winds that blew in an east-west direction. His body hosted a dazzling and enormous storm called the Great Red Spot. It was a mighty storm that had been rumbling and tumbling for over 350 years and could swallow Earth twice over. Lately, though, it had started to shrink, as if it was beginning to feel a bit sleepy. Spinning faster than all his planetary siblings, Jupiter danced around at incredible speed, completing one spin in just about 10 hours. However, when it came to orbiting the Sun, he took his sweet time, taking nearly 12 Earth years to do one big loop. Many curious space travelers have visited Jupiter, from pioneers like Pioneer and Voyager in the 1970s to the Galileo orbiter in the 90s, and Juno, who even now is learning all about Jupiter's inner secrets. In the near future, adventures like the JUICE and Europa Clipper missions will dive deeper into the secrets of Jupiter's enchanting moons. Jupiter was not only vast, but mighty as well. It had the strongest magnetic field of all the planets, trapping particles like a giant magnetic net that sparkled light, shows known as auroras at its poles. Despite being so far from the Sun, Jupiter radiated more heat than it received, which kept it cozy and warm. Every planet, star, and twinkle watched in awe at Jupiter's grand and magnificent presence in the skies, knowing that he was a unique and giant guardian of our celestial neighborhood. And so, in the magnificent dance of the solar system, the beautiful story of Jupiter continues to unfold through the endless universe.